somebody with some knowledge would have told him not to do that.
Why do you think Hov could stop that?
Hov would have stopped it if he was able to stop it.
What's up, everybody? So in October last year, Drake released his 8th album titled For All the Dogs, which featured a collaboration with J. Cole called First Person Shooter. In one verse, Cole suggested that he, Drake, and Kendrick Lamar were the big three of the current era of hip-hop. To quote his exact lyrics, he rapped, "Love when they argue who the hardest MC, is it K-Dot, is it Aubrey, or me, with the big three like we started a league." The song debuted at the top of the US singles chart, becoming Drake's 13th and Cole's first #1 song. The achievement meant Drake tied with Michael Jackson for the most #1 singles by a male solo artist. Then a week later, Taylor Swift's Cruel Summer replaced them at #1, and the moment seemed to have passed. But privately, Kendrick Lamar had taken note and wasn't happy. So earlier this month, producer Metro Boomin and rapper Future released a collab album called We Don't Trust You, and hidden in the track listing was an uncredited verse by Kendrick Lamar, and it was explosive. With a dope delivery, he took aim at Cole's verse, claiming there was no big three, it's just big me. So J. Cole has taken a U-turn after dissing Kendrick Lamar. So that we're all on the same page, let's listen to Joe Budden. What's your take on this? Please drop a comment, like the video. Our target is only 1,000 likes. Subscribe as well. Thank you.
He dropped his phone and all. He broke his phone. Nigga's phone broke.
I cannot believe
Nigga broke his phone.
In hip-hop. Hold up, man. Here we go. This motherfucker. Is this it?
I've been moving on my own accord, off my own desires, my own wants. Now, why am I saying all of that? All of that shit led me up until this point. 10 years later, after this song, I'm here. Here I am. I've been just chasing my shit. You know what I mean? Like following my dream and just trying to like head to the fall off in the way that I wanted to do it. And so I put out this project on Friday called Might Delete Later. I don't know how many people done checked it out or whatever. Put this project out. And I swear to God, I'm so proud of that project because I know one, it's just a lead up. It's just an EP that leads me up to this thing that I've been working on for a long time. And I know the work it took to get to a certain type of skill level. And I love this shit. So that shit mean a lot to me, right? So I'm so proud of the project, except for one part.
Oh my God.
It's one part of that shit that make me feel like, man, that's the lamest shit I ever did in my fucking life. Right?
I feel a piss coming up my ass.
This is not what
You got the BGs?
I can hear my niggas up there right now like, nah.
Yeah, don't do it.
They're yelling.
I was saying that at the screen.
I damn near had a relapse, right?
Fuck you doing? He called it a relapse.
I heard some shit that happened 2-3 weeks ago, however long it was. Y'all heard that bazooka that was dropped on the
Oh no.
So all of this time of me moving on my own accord.
No, don't acknowledge its power.
Why am I testing? Because I got the world and I got my niggas like, what you gonna do, Cole? My niggas like, boy, I must have had 1,000 missed calls. Oh my fucking God. Text flooded. I couldn't even answer my shit. Nigga, it's wartime. Boom, boom, right?
Yeah.
That's fact. Yeah.
Except for one part. Don't really feel no way. But the world want to see blood.
We do.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all can feel that.
I wonder why.
Blood.
We do. We come from that.
So I say all of that to say, in my spirit of trying to like get this music out.
Start talking about spirit.
That's what did it.
A lot of y'all. I moved in a way that I feel spiritually feel bad.
Oh no.
I'm trying to like
Funeral.
jab my nigga back. And I'm trying to keep it friendly. But at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit disrupts my fucking peace.
Damn it.
So what I want to say right here tonight is in the midst of me doing that and in that shit,
don't do it.
Trying to find a little angle and downplay this nigga's fucking catalog.
He read the
right now tonight. How many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest?
Oh no!
It's peace.
No,
it's
not peace.
I pray that y'all are like, forgive a nigga for like the misstep, and then I can get back to my true path. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, his true path.
He use these trigger words.
Like,
he talking like Mal.
His
inner child.
So all of that to say, man, I want to now perform the song. That's a reminder.
Get you scared the shit out of me just then. You didn't even get to I'll stick my chin out part.
Yeah. You gotta come on. You got to.
He said,
"Yo, my chin out." So whatever you do, I'm just gonna take that on this.
I can't hear anymore. I can't listen to any more.
What happened to the rap
reference
game?
that in your takes?
What happened to the rap game?
Oh man.
What ladies and
then yelled out to his manager, "Yo, and we taking that shit off stream."
Yeah, take that shit down. Is it off?
No, I just checked. It's still there.
Oh, okay.
He gonna let that first week go by. Fuck you think? He ain't fooling me.
The Clips did it.
This was before the clips.
Do we want good news or bad news first?
Both.
Let's start with bad. Fuck.
Start with bad, yeah.
Well, which is gonna be a longer diatribe.
Bad.
Good then.
Let's start with good.
Yeah, get the good. Get that out the way.
All right, the good news. I'm all for J. Cole's mental health being well. I said last pod, anybody that wants to bow out of this thing, please feel free to.
Facts.
Because this is not for the weak-hearted. It's not. It comes with a lot more than 1,000 phone calls. Like, if you're not ready to move in a different capacity, if you're not ready to speak in a different capacity, like I said earlier, risk some relationships, if you're not ready to see niggas that you thought was friendly turn unfriendly, this is before you get to anybody laying a bar. Your lifestyle has to change. I know that because I beefed with all of the people you're not supposed to beef with. I've done this with gang members. I've done this with the toughest of tough. I've done this with boroughs. I've done this with niggas that was lyrically ill, the best of the best. I've done this with the worst of the worst.
Execs.
Yeah, I've done this with execs. I beefed with my kid on wax. I've taken the hits, the threats, the punches, the lumps, and I'm still here to speak about it.
Yes, sir.
Never going away. It's like that fucking bug that just won't leave, just keep flying around. I'm still here. I did it. I did it. A lot of you niggas mad I did it too, but we'll get to that later.
Okay, what's the bad?
No, we're not done with the good.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh.
Okay.
Like, what a bold, mature move for hip hop, right? Very rarely do we see these types of mature moves. So I want to highlight that.
True.
Shit, we ain't seen it in pop music and rock music when they was beefing.
Yeah. Like, if it didn't sit right with his soul and his heart and his spirit, and if you wasn't up for the task, I'm not with the cosplaying.
Salute.
Cosplaying is over now. Be who the fuck you niggas are. So if that's who he is, which many people suspected that that's who he is, or who he was, which is why we thought he should stop barking up certain fucking trees because they may fall. And then when they fall, you get up there and do this at your festival with your fans and your people. That one move. Now I got to think of the position that you put everybody in. Because I'm hearing nobody even knew about that final track on your project. Not a soul. Top secret. That's interesting to me. Hov would have stopped that. Somebody with some knowledge would have told him not to do that.
Why do you think Hov could stop that?
Hov would have stopped it if he was able to stop it. If he spoke to Hov at any point before that happened, it wouldn't have happened.
What?
I feel like one of you guys up here said that sounded like a last minute addition.
it definitely
The
does.
rest of the album sounded like it had already been done, but that sounded like it was done within the last couple of weeks as a response. And then he says that.
I just meant, like, what have we seen in recent that shows that him and Hov got that relationship still?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not here
That's
to
all I meant.
debate that.
But
But
okay,
if they did, if he spoke to him or anybody, that just wouldn't have happened that way. Especially if this was going to be your move not even 3 days later. Not even 3 days later. No. This is unacceptable.
That's why I don't like
This is unacceptable.
By the way.
This is totally unacceptable for me. And I told y'all dudes that when these niggas get out there on stage frolicking, acting like they bestest of buddies. These niggas get on these stages and say anything. There's way too many clips going around of him saying that same speech to Drake about him being the greatest that he says to Kendrick about him being the greatest. Where do you truly stand?
I think this record.
Where do
was
you
where he
truly
stood.
stand? I don't know. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. I don't want to hear no more about that record.
I get you. I
don't want to hear no more about that record. I don't want to talk about it. He didn't mean it. It sounded like he didn't mean it. His voice was trembling like he didn't mean it. His choice of words as one of the greatest lyricists says he didn't mean it. He didn't mean it. I don't want to hear about that shit no more. Because oddly enough, what you did now is make the Like That record sound harder again for another fucking week.
Definitely did.
That verse that y'all keep telling me Kendrick didn't do much on, every week that passes with y'all's new behavior, that song sounds harder.
A bazooka.
And now first person shooter sounds different.
They do.
This is real time art, how they changing perception out here, what these genius niggas are doing. I don't want to hear about that J. Cole record again. I don't. Not from nobody. And boy, you J. Cole fans in that community were hurtful. Boy, y'all were hurtful. I don't want to hear a fucking peep out of Earthstone Twitter. Not a fucking peep. It is silent time. I enjoyed that part after y'all fucking bashed me. I enjoyed watching you tuck your fucking penises and shut the fuck up.